What's up, gang? Happy Sunday. Coming to you live from my kitchen. I'm gonna go through how I pulled together some quick meals simply from my refrigerator, my freezer, and my pantry. It's gonna be good. I'm all about making mealtime as easy as possible. So I want to share my tips with you guys. I want to show you how to start the week off right. Welcome. My name is Amanda Nybert. I'm a registered dietitian with a passion for health and wellness. I am live on Facebook. What is up, gang? Use the share button. Share this with your friends and family right now. They're going to want to see this video. Create a watch party. And I'm live on Instagram. Hey, gang. How's it going? So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am the queen of meal prep. I'm the queen of Success Sunday. I'm all about using today as an opportunity to kick your week off in the right direction. Now, here's a couple of things that I love to do on Sunday. I love to reflect on last week, all right? So how did last week go? How do I feel today? Where did I struggle? What were my wins? Okay. And then I like to, based on last week, make some intentions for the week to come. Here's the thing, guys. I hear you. I know times are tough right now. People are struggling to be consistent with their health and wellness. And what I find is that people that are struggling the most are the ones that are in that all or nothing mindset. You know, you think that if you can't do everything right this week, you do nothing. And I want you guys to really focus on breaking that with regards to recognizing that something is better than nothing. Consistency is better than perfection. All right, so let's talk about the 4 meals that I created with food straight from my pantry. I'm all about shopping my freezer and refrigerator first. So anytime, every Sunday, I first take stock of what I've got. What do I have in the freezer? I tend to load up on proteins. A really great way to budget for healthy eating is to buy, lots of protein when it's on sale. You know me. I love quality protein. I love grass-fed beef. I love, organic products. And yes, they cost more money. So anytime I see that stuff on sale, I'll buy multiple items and stick them in my freezer, okay? So check out what proteins you have. Check out what frozen foods you have. If you like to shop at Trader Joe's, you got a lot of frozen stuff in there. So take advantage of it. And then look at your pantry, look at the fillers. Okay, so let's talk about what I've got going on. I actually just posted this on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to see them nicely curated, you can do that after the video, but don't leave yet. So my first meal, I found this pulled smoked pork in my freezer. I love this pulled pork because it doesn't have any sauce on it. So I can control the sauce on it. I can control the sugar content of the barbecue sauce, yada, yada, yada. No seed oils, which we love. So this is an awesome product. I'm actually going to be serving that on sweet potato. So it's sweet potato stuffed barbecue, which is amazing, okay? And then I've got some slaw to make slaw mix. And I'll make a really quick slaw dressing. Some mayo, some vinegar, some stevia, whip it up, Google it. So that's what I'm going to cook. Now, for my kids, I'm just going to serve this on buns. Okay, maybe like a side of mac and cheese. Keep it simple. I was talking to a client last week and I asked her, what are the 2 things that are holding you back from your health and wellness the most? And one of them was her family. Her family's picky eating habits, her family's, her young kids that, lived on chicken nuggets and french fries. And guys, we can all relate to that. I can relate to that, okay? My kids don't eat great either. So one of the strategies that I try to teach her is how to find meals like this and how to incorporate them with her children. So I will serve my barbecue on bread. I'll make mac and cheese. Maybe I'll make some french fries for them with a side of slaw. Done. Meal number 1. If you haven't had sweet potato stuff, pulled pork, you're missing out. It is one of my favorites, Okay, meal number 2. I mean, hello, how can you not make the TikTok pasta, okay? It is everywhere, and guess what? It's made with feta. And feta, if you buy feta, you read the ingredients, and good feta is made with sheep's milk. So it's totally lean approved, as we try to avoid cow dairy. Now, of course, there's been a run for those damn blocks of feta. I could not find that. So I just got some crumbly feta. I've got my cherry tomatoes. I've got my basil. Okay, I will say, I don't keep like this stuff in my, I did have this stuff to make last week and I just didn't make it. So this meal might not have come together as easy. But I've got lots of options for myself. I can use this edamame pasta, which you guys know I love. It's a great vegan option. It's amazing for a low carb day, especially for a vegan because it's loaded with protein. So it's got 24 grams of protein. 21 grams of carbs, but 12 grams of fiber. So the net carb is super low. It tastes just like pasta, so good. This is what I'll make for my kids. They love this chickpea pasta. I love this chickpea pasta. It's a regular carb day. I'll use this. I may even make it on spaghetti squash. I don't know. It just depends. But again, the base is this, and I'll add some chicken. It's really easy. Google TikTok pasta. It's all the rage. And apparently it's amazing. And then I've got lots of options to kind of mix that up with. We'll see, you know. This may be a little bit of stretch for my kids, but I don't think so because I really think it comes out to be like a cheesy pasta, like a cheesy sauce because the tomatoes kind of roast up and they smash. So yeah, this could be a miss for my kids, but that's okay. Maybe I'll have some garlic bread, some broccoli, whatever. But, you know, every meal does not work, all right? But you got to try. So, number 2, TikTok pasta. Can't wait for that. Number 3, I had this this grass-fed beef from Costco. I love this brand. I see this brand a lot at Fresh Market, maybe Target. I don't know. But this stuff is so good, so easy to make. So I pulled that out to fall. I had a bunch of veggies left over in my refrigerator. So we're going to do roasted veggies with that. Roasted veggies. And then I've got these scalloped potatoes from Trader Joe's that my kids will love. I've got this white rice, which is another really awesome product. Again, 10 grams of protein. So it's got a lot more protein than regular rice. And it's got 25 net carbs, which is really good, since regular rice has about 40 net carbs. So much better, much better. So again, mix it up. You know, if I'm feeling spunky, this has got dairy and gluten and stuff in it, so it's not perfect. But guys, I'm not perfect. All right, if you're looking for perfect, I ain't your girl. Okay. And yeah, so quick and easy: steak, roasted veggies, rice, potatoes. Boom. My kids will eat that. At least I know that they'll eat the steak and the potatoes, you know. And that was my other tip that I said, you know, always make sure when you're dealing with your children, you got to overexpose. You got to put the food on their plate. You know, if you're like, I mean, my kids don't like broccoli. Well, I don't care. You got to put the food on their plate. They don't have to eat it. They don't have to take a bite. They don't have to do nothing, but they got to see it. It's got to be on the plate. And I always say, you know, if your husband doesn't like broccoli, he's got to put it on his plate too, okay? Because everybody's got to have it on their plate. They don't have to eat it. But always make sure there's 2 safe foods on the plate that they'll eat. So I know they'll eat the meat. I know they'll eat the scalloped potatoes. So that's meal number 3. Meal number 4, breakfast for dinner. I mean, that's really another strategy that I use. We typically almost every week have breakfast for dinner. And that may look like omelets. It may be quiche. You guys would be surprised. Your kids will love it. Maybe 50-50 love a quiche. But who doesn't love something in a flaky pie crust, okay? It goes pretty well. But quiche, omelets, you can do veggie omelets. The kids can have cheese omelets, whatever. I'm going to do my fabulous arugula salad, which is just so easy. I make it all the time. Arugula, olive oil, lemon juice, mix it together. And I'll do some fried eggs. Maybe I'll do a veggie omelet. I don't know. It's just so breakfast for dinner is so easy. It's a must. We do it once a week. I've got some sausage, some Pernell sausage from, where are they from? Because they're from right here in Kentucky. Simpsonville, Kentucky, yes. So I'll cook this up. I've got some frozen biscuits that I can cook for my kids. I can make toast. Super simple, breakfast for dinner. Can't wait to have that. So boom, boom, boom. All in my freezer, all in my pantry. Believe it or not, I think the only thing I have to get is chicken for my TikTok pasta because I don't think I have any chicken, which is really rare. And then I went ahead and put together my snacks for the week. So kind of my biggest missing link, I did pull out one of my mason jars from back in the day. Like, I'm so bad at labeling this. I actually think this is like my cabbage soup one. But remember, I always say this is the best time of year to make like stews and soups. Make double the batch, okay? And then freeze them in these mason jars. See how I leave a good inch at the top? As long as you do that, the glass doesn't break. People are like, you can put glass in the freezer? Yes, just don't overfill it. Occasionally, I'll have one break, but it's not really that big a deal because you just pull it out and you're like, oh, it's broken, and you just throw it away. But I love this, so I'll pull it out, stick it in my refrigerator. So this will be lunch, probably 2 days this week, and then I gotta figure out lunch for the rest of the days. I like to do one lunch and eat it 4 days. You know, chicken salad, have it 4 days. You know, mason jar salad, have it 4 days. Try to keep it really simple. But here are some of the snacks that I have going down this week as well. And I think it's important to kind of plan your snacks, okay? Think about what foods you're gonna grab between meals. I'm a big proponent to limiting snacking for yourself, for your kids, as much as possible. I feel like when people snack so much, you don't sit down to a meal. You know, that's where I'm struggling with my kids right now, is because they're home, okay? Because we're not in school yet. That's a whole nother soapbox. They just released a report that 20% of our school district is failing, which is triple from last year. Ugh, heartbreaking. I hope you're in school. I hope you get in school. But they're home all day long and they just graze, okay? So they don't sit down really to lunch and breakfast and dinner. It's just like they're eating and I'm like, are you hungry? Can I make you lunch? No, because they're snacking. So anyway, limit the snacking. So I eat within an 8-hour eating window. I typically do lunch, dinner, and typically one snack. That's what I try to keep mine at. But sometimes I'll do 2 snacks. But the less you can snack, the better. But these are the snacks I'm gonna go to. Yeah. So I'm obsessed. I love Sea Point. They're so awesome. They're my pasta that I was talking about. Somebody was like, where did you get them? I've seen it at Kroger. I've seen it at Walmart. I've seen it at Target. I love these lentils. I'm all about mixing up my animal protein with my plant-based proteins. So I love these lentils. They are, for a fourth a cup, they're 5 grams of protein. So it's got a nice little protein, 5 grams of fiber. Love that. Love high fiber. Love high protein. I mean, not necessarily high protein, but it's got some protein. For about 16 carbs. So it's only got about, 11 net carbs. Not too bad. Love these. Grab this from Costco. Got some beef jerky, which is awesome. Easy to use. I've got my Gratisfied bars, which I love. I'll put the link to the Gratisfied bars in the comments below. I'll link them in my stories, but these are awesome. They are completely like the best ingredients ever, and they've got a good amount of protein, which is really hard to find with gluten-free and dairy-free bars. So I love these. You can find some Whole Foods and online. I love the Pro Granola. This stuff is so good. This is like my cereal. So when I miss cereal, I pour this with some almond milk. I love it. Coconut milk. 12 grams of protein, 17 grams of carb, but 14 grams of fiber. So tons of different flavors. So yeah, there's my snacks. Done. Boom. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, and I've got some oranges. I can't juggle. And I've got some apples. So I got apples, oranges. I also use popcorn on a regular carb day. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. And so basically, I mean, obviously I did a lot of work because I pulled all this out for you guys to see, to kind of photograph, but even just kind of going through and saying, oh, I've got that pulled pork and sweet potatoes, boom. I've got that eggs, I've got that beef, you know, go through and see what you have. We have so much food sitting in our freezers, sitting in our pantries. And I try to make an effort at least quarterly to get rid of it, eat it. At the beginning of the year, I went through my freezer and just threw crap away. Whether it was just crap that I was like, why the heck did I buy this? This is not good for me. It's gotta go. Or it's been in there for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Like I got fish in there for 5 years. It's gotta go, okay? So just taking a little stock is just really one great way to meal prep. Now, I'm not necessarily going to do anything with this stuff. You know, some weeks, you know me, I'm like hard-boiled eggs, I'm cooking up ground beef, I'm making mason jar salads, I'm packing my lunch together. But this week, I just feel like I have such simple things that I'll be able to prep them each day. But if I wanted to, I could go ahead and roast up my vegetables for my steak night. I could hard boil some eggs if I'm gonna do like some salads, or those make a great snack. I could go ahead and roast my potatoes, which I may do that. I could roast my potatoes. The TikTok pasta, that comes together really quickly. Yeah, so just a little bit of stuff for the week to come can make you guys so successful. All right, here's the deal. This is what I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. I'm gonna post this video replay on Instagram, so you can comment there. But what trips you up about meal prep, about meal planning? Is that the missing link to being consistent with your eating, okay? I know when I do this, I'm gonna be much more on track with my dinners because I know what I'm eating. I was on Clubhouse this morning. Join me every Sunday, Success Sunday, in the Fit Club, and we were talking about the fact that, I was saying that, you know, sometimes when you get home from a long days at work, you have two things. It is what do I want to eat, okay? What do I want for dinner? What am I in the mood for? Versus what should I eat, okay? And typically, if you don't have a game plan of what you should eat, then what I want will overtake. And I promise you, you are never gonna come home and say, oh, I want, well, these are all pretty damn good choices, okay? But you're not gonna come home and be like, oh, I want to eat chicken and broccoli. I just can't wait to eat that. You know, no, you're gonna be like, it's been a stressful day. I want a bottle of wine and a bag of chips and a bowl of guacamole. You know, that's what you want. The other benefit of kind of doing this prep ahead of time is I'm gonna write this out and I'm gonna show my kids. And I'm gonna be like, this is the menu for this week. Do you have anything to say? Do you have any objections? Any modifications that you would like to make? Now is your chance. Because once this menu is shut down, it's done, okay? I'm gonna put this food in front of you and you're either gonna eat it or you're not. But I ain't cooking 3 meals, all right? I ain't doing it. So they can have some input like, oh, Mom, I don't really like that pulled pork on a bun. I know you think I do, but I don't. And I'm like, okay, what do you want? Well, I will take some, you know, grilled chicken that night. Okay, great. You can have grilled chicken and mac and cheese, all right? So, again, I'm already making the mac and cheese. All I gotta do is, you know, grill up a piece of chicken, so super easy to compromise and modify. Yeah, and usually they don't care that much. I don't know, but sometimes they do, So let me know what questions you guys have. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down Facebook because I can go back and answer all your questions, but I found out with my last live, I can't on Instagram. So I'm gonna scroll through and answer all their questions. So have a great week this week to come. Progress, not perfection. Do something. Make 3 non-negotiables that you're gonna stick with and follow through with them. Comment below on what's tripping you up with regards to meal prep and healthy eating, and I'll help you, all right? All right, jumping off Facebook, gonna answer all my Instagram questions.